Station YouTube, I hope everybody is doing well, both physically as well as mentally. So here is another new series coming to you today. This is just try it or buy it. So I'm going to talk about things I picked up from the library. Let's roll the intro.
Taki's Tales.
All right, so first thing up that I was very happy to be able to get from the library, this is in courtesy of Kenosha Public Library, is Daniel Warren Johnson's Beta Ray Bill. Great introduction by Donnie Cates. I always like to read the introductions. Don't forget to read the introductions. They're very interesting. So we got Daniel Warren Johnson, writer and artist, Mike Spicer on colors. Letterers, VC's Joe Sabino with Daniel Warren Johnson, and cover art. Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer does some of the cover art here, and here we go with Ryan Stegman and Iban Caballo and Walter Simonson and Todd Knock. So, yeah, man, I love this book. I love the series. I love this book. This is something that I definitely will be on the lookout for, even though I have the single issues. Having it all like this, I hope that there's a volume 2. I hope there's a volume 6. I hope there's a volume. We're going to stop at 10. You know, after about 60 issues, the story should be told, in my opinion. So there we go. That one is definitely a buy it. This one, it did not pass go. Captain Adam Armageddon. I picked it up because I liked reading the Charlton Captain Adams, but I really liked the Carrie Bates run from the late 80s, early 90s from DC. This is a Wildstorm book. So it's a Wildstorm book. Captain Adam goes into the Image Wildstorm Jim Lee universe. And once I figured that out, I was done reading it. It's something that I've seen and I'm interested in, but at this point, I'm going to be focused on something else. And then we have The Impending Blindness of Billy Scott by Zoe Thorgood. This was a great read, very insightful. I want to say epic journey. I think that's where I would have to, I can't give it an A, I would give it a strong B. So basically, we have somebody who's dealing with mental health issues, isolation, agoraphobic, scared to leave the house, anxiety, and then, the sister of anxiety is depression. They kind of go hand in hand and kind of feed off of each other. And she finally leaves her house and something happens. And it's such a big thing that happens to her impending blindness, and she's an artist, that she kind of goes out and seeks adventure in the world. And there was a lot of, the art was very, very good. The only thing I would say, and I'm looking at this now with my morning eyes, and the lighting is real good here, but the letters are just way too small. And I remember I was reading this with my readers that only have that one magnification. I barely need readers, but I was having a hard time, and since it was such a chore. And I thought that this was going to be a book where she was going to meet a lot of interesting characters. She did, but she kind of stayed in one place after a while. That kind of like set me back a little bit. And this was a recommendation from Comic Board, so you want to make sure you go check out his channel. It was funny. I was watching the monthly comic reviews. We had Manny. We had, of course, Rock and Robbie. We had Nick Comic Culture. And then Jen from Comics Will Break Your Heart. And Greg Bearded Comic Bro was there as well. But in the comments, they were wilding out in the comments, talking about, oh, you guys are always talking about obscure books. You don't know nothing about obscure books. Okay? If you think Vault is an obscure book, you don't read comics. Boom. Anyway, I don't know why all of a sudden I just went like that, but I'm gonna leave it in. So The Impending Blindness of Billy Scott by Zoe Thorgood. I believe she did everything on this book. I think she did the letters, and I think this was her first book. I think that there's this little letter right here at the end. So this came out in January of 21. So there might be some more. I would definitely look into her as a writer, as an artist. I think even though the lettering was small, just amp up the amplification on your glasses. Maybe this would read. Maybe I would enjoy this better. Maybe I will collect this at some point in digital. But at this point, this is just a try. And if I want to read it again, which I probably will, I'll get it back from the library. So that's it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My intro is by Moan Media. The music is by LS Beats. Make sure you check out the links from the PCP Army Bad Batch in the show notes. Until next time, take it easy. Peace. I should have left this here. Oh well.